Apologize ako kay Ate Buji for putting pork in front of her. Nag-worry si Miss Giselle tsaka si Ate Buji kasi I was able to. Guys, maayong hapon. Uy, ano pala, shout out dito sa aking scarf from Bangkok, Thailand. May nag-message nga sa akin, maganda yung scarf mo, pabili. Sana all, no? Nabibenta agad habang sinusuot ko sa vlog. So maraming salamat po. At least nakapagbenta tayo ng ating soft scarf from Thailand. Ayun. Laki ng problema ko today, guys. Malaki din yung problema ko kahapon. Hindi ko nga na-share sa inyo kahapon kasi ang daming nangyari. Nakalimutan ko nang sabihin. Wait lang. Medyo na-stress ako kakabayad ng lahat ng mga bills at na zero balance yung aking GCash. Buti na lang meron pa tayong pang-inom ng milk tea once a month. Ngayong araw, guys, I'm so sad kasi biglang nagka-problema yung aking mga ginagamit. Halos lahat ng gamit ko, hindi ko alam anong nangyari. Nag-shutdown, ayaw na niyang gumana. So, I feel very sad at hindi ko alam paano siya aayusin. I tried to do my own research para maayos siya and I failed. So, 2 oras na ako dito. Lahat ng ginawa ko hindi gumana. So, ito yung aking problema. Ayan. So, unang-una ang aking microphone na ginagamit ko. This is from DJI. Magto 2 years na to sa akin, guys. Meron akong 2 receiver. Isang receiver tsaka 2 transmitter. And ngayong araw, bigla po siyang nag-off. Hindi ko alam paano, ano nangyari. Ayaw mag-charge, ayaw mag-on. And I'm getting frustrated kasi 2 oras na akong nag-aayos. So, as you can see, normally kapag ginagamit ko tong microphone, pagka turn on ko na ganyan, magto-turn on lang siya. If not, pag saksak ko ng charger, automatically, magno-notify siya na nag-charge siya. Pero it did not do that today. And biglaan, ginamit ko pa siya ng 1 beses. So, I'm so sad kasi etong microphone na to, guys, it's very, very useful para sa akin. Lalo na ngayon na feeling ko, sometimes yung aking lalamunan ay napapagod sa kaka-live selling. So, ayoko na masyadong mag-effort sa pananalita kapag ako'y nagla-live selling. That's why, lagi ako nakasuot ng microphone. So, hindi ako masyadong nag-stress out sa aking volume level. So, ngayon nag-off siya. Sana ay magawan ko ng paraan kasi I cannot have any broken things ngayong 2024 bago matapos yung taon kasi I'm saving for something else. Ayan. Number 2 is ang aking stabilizer. Etong stabilizer naman na to, I use it a lot during live selling. Ginagamit ko din to kapag malubak yung aking pupuntahan. It stabilizes the video. It's amazing. This is from DJI as well. 2 taon ko na rin gamit to. And unfortunately, ngayong araw lang din, tumigil siyang mag-charge. Hindi ko alam anong klaseng energy yung pumasok ngayong araw. And most of my gadgets refuse to charge and refuse to work. So, nakakalungkot talaga. Kanina pa ako dito nag-iisip ko anong gagawin ko, but I did not find any solution. So, anyway, ako'y nag-iipon nga pala, guys, kasi alam nyo naman si Kuya Kahil ay darating na ngayong December. And I'm very excited kasi I tried to organize something very unique activity para sa aming dalawa to be able to catch up, know each other better, know ourselves better, and to see new place, meet new people, do something new. Not only para sa aming dalawa, kundi, you know, individually. And I spoke to Kahil about this at nag-usap din kami ng tatay ni Kuya Kahil. And I thought at first na hindi papayag yung tatay, by the way. Share ko dito yung kanyang reply mamaya. So, akala ko hindi papayag yung tatay kasi minsan yung tatay ni Kahil may pagka-protective yun. So, may mga time na meron akong plano and he voices out what he think. Actually, he doesn't stop me immediately from the things that I wanted to do kasama yung anak ko. He doesn't say no immediately. He doesn't just say na that's not a good idea or is, you know, negative yung reaction. Pero he's always thinking or he's always brainstorming the idea with me kapag ka meron akong sinishare. So anyway, I opened up to him na I really wanted to do this activity. And lo and behold, I saw his response. And I smiled nung nakita ko yung kanyang reply. Una kong tinanong sa kanya is, I'm planning to do this activity with Cahill when he comes here for Christmas. And tinanong ko siya kung kakayanin ba. Kakayanin ba ni Cahill? And eto naman yung kanyang sagot ng tatay. So sabi niya, ako sigurado ako kakayanin niya yan. Kasi he's very active. He plays his sport almost every day. His energy level is really good. And mas pagaan na yung katawan niya ngayon compared before. So when he said that, I was happy. But then sinundan niya ng another question. Sabi niya, eto nga sinabi niya, ayan, I know he can do it, but the question is, can you? So, maraming na-intriga doon kasi sinare ko yung screenshot na yan. Sabi ko nga sa kanila, depende naman yan sa tono. Merong, can you? Yung papa-flirt. Meron ding, can you? Parang ganun ba? So, depende yun. Pero anyway, I was not giving it malice naman. Walang mali siya. And para sa akin, it's just plain support. And to prepare para sa magiging activity na to, I started checking out important things na kakailanganin namin. I joined this group chat at sa group chat na yan, nakalagay lahat ng mga kailangan, must-haves, itinerary, ano yung expectations, so we can actually prepare. So nagdahan-dahan na ako mag-check guys sa Shopee and I got some few things na pwede kong bilhin na mura pa at pasok pa sa budget ko. And so far, so good naman. Ayun. More of this activity I'm going to share with you guys. Pero I wanted to share with you this experience na nangyari kahapon. Gusto ko tong i-share kasi alam ko hindi lang to nangyari sa akin. Gusto ko tong i-share kasi somehow some people expects differently when it happens to other people. Part of me wants to hear what you guys can say or yung mga advices ninyo kapag nangyari to. And if you have any story na makarelate kayo or it happened to you, I would love to hear your comment or your stories as well. So ayun na nga, the story happened yesterday. I mentioned it sa vlog ko kahapon na something happened, it ruined my day. Pero bago ko simulan yung sasabihin ko guys, ilalagay ko muna dito yung aking camera sa tripod para hindi ako mahirapan. Ayan, set up natin dito. So, lagay lang natin dyan. Ayun. Ayan, medyo makalat guys yung aking table dahil ang dami-dami kong ginawa ngayong araw. Pero anyway, the story happened yesterday. Nakasama ko si Ate Buji at si Miss Giselle. Ayan. Basically, we watched the movie Hello, Love Again. And we went there na alas 11 pero unfortunately, sold out na yung ticket. So, kumain kami ng mga alauna na. Ay, kumain kami. Nanonood. Yung ticket na nabili namin is 1 PM. So, kailangan naming mag-lunch dun sa mall. Okay? Once again, let me mention, I don't want to offend anyone. Ito po ay sariling experience ko lang. Wala po akong hatred sa kahit kanino. I don't question any of your choices. I don't judge you for any of your choices. May it be on your religion. May it be on your choices sa pagkain na kinakain ninyo. May it be on your opinion about this thing. I'm not going on that direction, you guys. I'm just stating my own experience para naman malaman ninyo at ma-aware kayo na minsan nangyayari yan sa akin at sa iba din. Okay? And nakausap ko din si Ate Buji about her own experience or kung ano yung mangyayari kapag nangyari to sa kanya. Alright? So basically guys, we had our lunch sa food court. So knowing food court, ang hirap po maghanap ng halal. Dito sa Jensen, mahirap maghanap ng halal. So we went to this lutong bahay na karinderya, ay isa part ng food court. And nagpila ako for food. So nakita ko merong kare-kare na in my head it's baka. Okay? Nagtanong ako sa seller kasi minsan talaga double check ko kung ano yung karne. Kasi ilang beses na ako nagkamali. So I always try to make sure na tinatanong ko sila kasi sila yung nagluluto. So sabi ko, ate, yung kare-kare niyo ba beef? Sabi ko ganun. Sabi niya, yes ma'am, beef. Inulit ko pa 2 beses. Beef po ba? Sabi niya, yes po, beef. Yun. So sabi ko, sige po, order ako ng isa niyan. Kasi Ate Buji is Muslim. I am also a revert. And Miss Giselle eats pork but she doesn't eat pork when I'm around. Okay? Hindi din siya kumakain ng pork kapag nasa tindahan ko. Again, guys, disclaimer, I'm not here to talk about religion. I'm not here to judge, to say anything about your choices para wala pong magkagalitan. So, binigyan kami ng isang bowl ng kare-kare and then binigyan kami ng, ano pa ba yung in-order ko? Gulay na ginataan. And then, naghingi ako ng sabaw kasi merong libreng sabaw. So, yung nag-serve, alam nyo minsan nagmamadali sila. They don't really think too much kapag nagsiserve. So, now, sinerve sa amin sabaw ng baboy. Pero nakita ni Miss Giselle, ma'am, baboy po na sabaw yung binigay. Nahawakan ko yung bowl. Sabi ko, tita, hindi po kami pwede ng pork. We cannot eat pork. Sorry po, pwede papalitan namin yung sabaw. So, naghingi naman ako ng maayos. Nag-apologize naman sila ate dun sa may booth na yon. And they said, ma'am, let me change the soup kasi hindi pala kayo pwede ng pork. Sabi ko, yes po. So, binigyan kami ng tinola na chicken soup. Ayun na. So, pumunta kami sa table, guys. We started eating. Nauna na si Giselle, tsaka si Buji sa table. Sumunod na lang ako kasi I was trying to look for something to drink. Pag-join ko sa kanila, kunasya na ni Miss Giselle yung kare-kare. Sabi niya, ma'am, parang hindi po yan karting baka, parang baboy po. Sabi ko, no, kasi tinanong ko na 2 beses kung beef. Beef daw talaga. So guys, I put all the trust dun sa nagsabi sa akin na beef without trusting my own judgment dun sa pagkain. So sabi ko kay Miss Giselle, no, baka talaga yan kasi nagtanong ako 2 beses. And I even mentioned to them that we are Muslims and we don't eat pork. Tapos sabi ni Miss Giselle, si Miss Giselle parang skeptical, nakita ko na sa mukha niya. So, kumuha ako, sabi ko, try ko, kasi sabi ko, baka talaga. Guys, sinubo ko talaga siya, guys. Sinubo ko siya, nilunok ko siya, only to find yung fiber ng karne is not beef. Doon ako nagdalawang isip na this fiber is not for beef, and the fat doesn't look like it's beef. So, si Ate Buji, mabuti na lang, hindi pa siya nakagalaw sa kahit na anong ulam doon. Kahit saan doon sa kare-karing yun, mapasabaw, mapagulay, hindi niya na-touch. So, dali-dali kong dinala yung bowl, pabalik doon sa may booth na nagbenta sa amin. Sabi ko, ate, is this kare-kare beef po ba or baboy? Kasi nagtanong po ako kanina, sinabi ko, we cannot eat pork kasi we're Muslim. Then, sabi niyo sa akin, beef. Then, nagtinginan sila doon sa may booth. Then, sumagot yung isa, ma'am, pork po yan. Sabi ko, ate, di ba nagsabi ako na we don't eat pork? So, nakita ko yung mga mukha nila, sobrang worried, hindi nila alam anong gagawin, they're apologetic. I swallowed the pork. You guys, nakain ko po yung karne ng baboy. Again, no offense sa lahat ng kumakain ng baboy. No offense. Ayokong mag-away-away tayo dito dahil dyan. Ito lang ay experience ko para alam ninyo kung ano yung ginagawa ko kapag accidentally nakakakain ako or kung sino sa pamilya ko ng ganitong klaseng food. Now, sabi ko, ate, nakakain po ako kasi hindi ko, tinanong ko sa inyo kung beef, sabi ninyo beef kare-kare. Ngayon, baboy po pala ito. So, guys, hindi nila alam ang gagawin. Guys, sabi nga, ma'am, amin na lang yan, ma'am, cancel na lang natin yan, bigyan namin kayo ng bagong ulam. So, they were very apologetic. They tried to do something about it by giving us new set of food, which I really appreciate. Ayan, maraming salamat sa mga taga dyan sa may SM Food Court. And then, binigyan din na kami ng bagong kanin. Kasi nga yung kanin ko, meron na siyang sabaw. So, normally guys, alam ng mga kapatid ko na kapag kami kumakain sa labas, hindi ako basta-bastang kumakain. Kapag hindi ako sure kung ano yung laman ng gulay, or ano yung karne, or ano yung halo, ka mga giniling, alam nila na hindi ako basta-bastang kumakain talaga. That's why my siblings are very sensitive kasi they respect my choice. My choice for myself, my choice for my children, my choice for my home, and my choice for my car. Kasi alam din nila na sa sasakyan ko, bawal po yung karne ng baboy. Sa sasakyan ko, bawal po, sa bahay ko, bawal din po yung karne ng baboy, sa ref ko. Kahit dati pa yan sa abroad. I did not eat pork. I chose not to eat pork. We were Seventh-day Adventists. I was born as a Seventh-day Adventist. And I reverted to Islam. Those were my life choices. And I am happy, by the way, sa choices ko when it comes to everything for me and my kids. Ngayon, alam ng mga kapatid ko, kahit nasa abroad pa lang ako guys, hindi talaga sila pumupunta sa apartment ko nung nagtatrabaho pa ako as teacher sa Thailand, na kapag may karne ng baboy, alam nila na if they want to eat pork, they have to eat it outside. Ganun yung respeto ng mga kapatid ko sa akin, and I'm grateful. Ngayon, nakakain na ako, I feel very bad, I went back to the table. Wait. Ayan, so I went back to the table, nag-apologize ako kay Ate Buji for putting pork in front of her. Nag-worry si Miss Giselle tsaka si Ate Buji kasi I was able to digest agad. I was able to eat ang karne ng baboy na alam nila na hindi ako pwede. So for me, ang first reaction ko kapag may mga bagay ako nagagawa na alam ko hindi pwede is magsabi ng astagfirullah. So astagfirullah guys, I learned that one when I was still married. Kasi I was very new in Islam. Kaya wala akong masyadong alam. But I know na kapag may nagawa akong something na very wrong, I say astagfirullah immediately, which is I ask for forgiveness. Ayan. I ask for forgiveness from Allah or God. And I could say it like many times until I feel better. I really don't care so much about sa mga sasabihin ng ibang tao. Kasi kapag ganun kasi, hindi naman yun sinasadya. I am not very guilty about it. I know it was an accident. I did not do that on purpose. But I feel bad knowing na I did not trust my judgment pagdating sa kinakain ko. I was worried. I was disappointed na hindi ako nakinig sa unang tingin ko pa lang sa karne na I knew it was not beef. But because sinabi ng mga server na beef yun, kumain ako. So I was disappointed on that part. Kasi alam ko sa sarili ko, kapag kumakain ako guys, alam niya ng mga kapatid ko, hindi ako basta-basta kumakain. I look at it, kasi minsan talaga nagkakamali yung mga server. Minsan nagsasabi talaga yung mga server na beef kahit naman pork, chicken kahit naman pork. Walang halo yan kahit may halo naman na maliliit na karne na chinop or giniling. Ganon. So I always try to look at the food before I eat. Or minsan kahit na simpleng ulam lang sa akin, itlog or pritong talong, basta sigurado lang ako na wala siyang karne ng baboy. So I apologize. Ate Buji was trying to make me feel better. Sabi niya, okay lang yan madam kasi hindi naman po sinasadya. Sabi niya sa akin, okay lang yan kasi nagsabi ka naman ng bismillah bago mo kinain, nagsabi ka naman ng astagfirullah nung matapos mo siyang kainin. I don't know about other Muslim brothers and sisters, how you guys react if you accidentally consume pork or pork meat. Hindi ko alam sa inyo, pero tinanong ko si Ate Buji kung ano yung sa kanila. Sa kanila is no judgment ha, this is how they do it. Parang pinapakain sila ng, pinapainom sila or pinapamumog, hindi ko lang alam, please correct me if I am wrong, ng tubig sa lupa. Yung parang siguro, hindi ko alam, tubig ulan. I have to ask more details about that. And ang alam ko, merong iba na pinapaligo ng ilang beses, merong iba na pinagpe-pray ng ilang beses, merong iba na pinagbabasa ng Quran ng ilang beses. So once again, it depends kasi may iba't ibang klase ng level ng faith. Okay? For me, I find it not enough, but that is what I can do. To be honest with you guys, yun lang yung alam kong gawin. And I always, basta sinasabi ko lang yung word na astagfirullah or forgive me, oh God, na galing sa puso. Or kahit ano lang siya, yung tahimik lang baga, yung silent prayer ko lang. So, I couldn't really forget about it. Mabuti na lang, sa intense ng movie na pinanood ko, guys, at least nawala yung isip ko dun sa nangyari or nakain ko na karne ng baboy. Every time I tell it to someone close to me, mga friend or family, na, accidentally, nakalunok ako, nakakain ako ng baboy, talagang nasa-shock sila kasi alam nila na, I think I was 20 na talagang prinamis ko na I'm not going to have any intake ng pork meat. So 20, I'm 35 right now, so that's 15 years straight. Hindi ko bibilangin yung mga times na accidentally nakakain ako guys, kasi sa 15 years na yan, there were numerous time na accidentally nakakain ako, or alam niyo yun, yung basta accident lang siya. Siguro mga 3 beses sa 15 years or 4 na beses. Ganon. Kasi talagang iwas ako sa ganyan. And when I was in Thailand, merong madaming halal food sa Thailand. Sobrang dami. When I was in Uganda, halal food is also easy to get. There are a lot of food restaurants or shops na they don't serve pork. So it was easy for me. Dito sa Jensan, I think mas safer if kakain sa mga chicken houses. Like yung mga garlic chicken, fried chicken, Jollibee, KFC, mga ganun. Kasi minsan nga kahit sa KFC at saka sa Jollibee, sometimes they have, you know, small bits of pork, maybe sa hotdog, I don't know. Sabi nila beef daw yun, but I'm not really sure, not unless someone will tell me that the place is halal. Ayan. Anyway, I feel a lot better ngayon. Like I said, I don't do so much kapag mayroong mga accident na nangyayari na ganyan. Sa mga anak ko naman, I try my best to communicate to them. Ayan. Sa mga anak ko naman, guys, I try my best to communicate to them kung bakit hindi kami pwedeng kumain ng pork and kung bakit hindi kami pwedeng mag-share ng snacks. Kasi si Calby, nami-misinterpret niya, tsaka ni Chico na why someone can be greedy and they don't want to share their snacks. Why I can't share my snacks. So, ini-explain ko sa kanila na some kids, they cannot eat pork, like you. So, if your friend is eating something like a bread and it has pork in it, and your friend shares it with you, then may chance na makakain ka din ng pork. Or, pwede siya na, tawag nito, allergy-based. So, kunyari, may mani yung baon ng anak ko, and then shinare niya sa ibang bata, then they are allergic to peanuts. So, yun yung ini-explain ko sa kanila. So far, so good. They are able to understand. Even Kuya Kahil understands that yung message na huwag ka basta-bastang kumain unless you are very sure na hindi siya pork. So, yung tatay ni Kahil, guys, is also a Muslim. So, they also practice the same thing. I was born as a Seventh-day Adventist. So, I did not have any contact or hindi ako nakag-consume ng karne ng baboy until I was, I think, 15 or 16. Kasi nung 16 na ako, guys, pumasok yung peer pressure. Tsaka yung, grabe yung pressure. Lahat na napagtrabahuan ko as a working student, they really did not give me a lot of choice. Yung parang, just because we are working for this person as a maid or as a helper in the house, tinatapunan nila kami ng baboy sa pinggan. So, kunyari, kumain kami sabay ng mga boss namin, sinasabawan nila kami ng pork. Harap-harapan. So, that one for me is very, very unforgettable experience. Na yung amo ko, guys, galit siya kasi hindi kami kumakain ng baboy. So, ang ginawa niya, sinerve niya, siya mismo yung nag-serve. Nilagay niya sa pinggan namin. And I really feel bad na we were treated that way, to be honest, hanggang ngayon. After that, since, you know, yung thinking na since nakakonsume na ako, sige, let me consume, it's okay now. So, nag-consume ako, guys, hanggang 18, 19, and then 20th. Then 20th, I realized na I should stop kasi meron akong hiniling, meron akong prenay na something na gusto kong mangyari sa buhay ko, and I feel like, you know, alam mo yun, yung para siyang sacrifice for me. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung opinion niyo about Jan, pero that's the story of my life. I can tell you that story, guys, in another time. Pero yun yung focus ng story na to. Ano yung nangyayari pag nakakakain kami ng bawal sa amin, like pork. So, I feel a lot better today. Alhamdulillah. Yun lang, guys. Sana walang magalit, sana walang ma-offend, sana walang mapikon. Like I said, kung ano yung choices ninyo sa pagkain ninyo, it's up to you. Kung ano yung choices ninyo sa religion ninyo, it's up to you. You do you, I do me. Maraming salamat once again. Alam ko magsisilabasan na naman yung mga bashers ko dyan na hindi natutulog. Lalong-lalo na kay Boop Boop Boop. Kaya alam ko mabasa ko naman ang comment mo dito, pero okay lang. Ang importante, buhay ka at okay ka. Yun ang mahalaga. Once again, you guys, maraming salamat. Ako'y aalis na kasi birthday po ngayon ng aming kapatid na si Boss Jean, ang may-ari ng Lucky 8 Hardware. Maraming happy birthday sa'yo. Maraming salamat sa invite mo. Wala kang choice kasi kapatid mo ko at ako ang magbibili ng cake. Kaya imbitahin mo ko. So, birthday niya guys. Makiki-birthday kami. We are invited. I'll see you guys later on the next episode. Mag-video naman tayo guys sa birthday ng kapatid ko. Ano yung handa niya? Para naman makita ninyo kung paano din kami mag-celebrate dito magkakapatid. At makumpleto ba kaya kami sa dami namin. Si mama pa lang guys, parang nahihirapan kami kasi ayaw niyang iwan yung tindahan. Anyway, alam ko marami din nag-aantay sa inyo ng aming video episode about our Palawan budget trip. Yung budget namin sa Palawan, magkano yung nagastos namin, ano yung inclusions, magkano yung dinala naming allowance after that, and so on and so forth. I'll put that on the next episode. Much love, Princess Giga. Bye!